Hey everybody, we're going to be doing a video on how to ride a motorcycle for the first time. And I happen to ride a 600, so I'm borrowing this motorcycle. This is a Kawasaki Ninja 250R, and this bike tends to be the type of bike that people start off with. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you some freeway riding and see if I can take it out into kind of the twisties, show you some counter steering, how to shift and whatnot. Now, this is the rear brake right here. Remember, the right side of the bike's mostly for braking on most bikes, Japanese bikes. This is the front brake. Now, we're going to move over here. This is the clutch right here. You pull this in and then you shift here. Now, you see this lever? Imagine a ladder, and the bottom rung of the ladder is first gear, and then you go second, third, fourth, like that. That's how you shift up and down the gears. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Now the way you get into neutral, right between second gear and first gear is neutral. Like, see where my thumb's at right here? So you would slightly tap down from second and you would be in neutral, or you can slightly tap up, just a little tap from first, and you'll be in neutral also. So we're going to get on the bike and let's get going. So first we're going to hit the freeway, okay? So remember, front side's braking. You flip this on here, make sure the red button here is on where the battery will start the bike for you. And here we go. Kickstand up, always make sure the kickstand's up. Notice we're in neutral. So what we're going to do, this is the kill switch, by the way. So you want to get in the habit of hitting this, see how it shut off if you have an emergency, and then back on again. So let's do this. Clutch in, and then you're going to kick down. See, this is the neutral light. Remember, the first rung on the ladder is first. So now we're going to go out and we're going to see if we can show you some freeway riding. Just real short freeway riding. Notice I'm in neutral, clutch in, and notice I can brake. So I'm going to come to a complete stop. See how I'm braking? You always keep the clutch in when you're braking. Slowly let the clutch out while giving it throttle. Once you start moving, you can release the clutch completely. We're in first. Watch, clutch in, kick up. Now I'm in second. Motorcycle rider there, wasn't planning that. I don't know that guy. So we're in second. Notice you're coming up to a light. I want to show you something. Clutch in, slightly kick down. Can you see how the neutral light's on right there? We're going to slightly kick up. Now we're in second. So let's see if we can get on the freeway, get you some high-speed footage. Now, while we're getting ready to be on the freeway, notice I'm in neutral. First is all the way down. For the riders that are seasoned, you know this, but first is all the way down, and then you kick up to second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like that. Now, on the freeway, speed is life. You want to get on the freeway with as much power as you can on this 250. Make sure you're going at the speed of the other cars or slightly faster. I've heard it's safer to go slightly faster than the other cars. That's my opinion also. I happen to believe that. And always watch notice how it's red there. Make sure now it's green. Kick down to first. Slowly let the clutch out. As you get better at it, you want to have to slowly let the clutch out. I kicked up to second, kick up to third. Watch this. Clutch in, kick up to fourth. We're all turning here. This bike really handles great. So here's our freeway on-ramp. What gear are we in, remember? Fourth. So this bike, you could really wind it out in fourth. I'm not even having a downshift because it's a high revving bike. We're still in fourth. The bike tacks out, I should say red lines out, it starts at 13,000. We're about 9,000 on the tack, going up to fifth. And we're about 10,000 on the tack, going up to 6, and we're like 65 miles per hour already. And now this is a 250R. There's the 250, and then there's the 250R, which has a little bit more power. And they messed around with the power band and whatnot. One of the good things in California, check this out, you can go into the carpool lane over here. Now, for those of you that are kind of freaked out about riding on the freeway, believe it or not, the accident rate on the freeway is lower than on the streets. And the reason why is on the streets you got all that traffic, you know, moving in and out of parking lots and out of other streets. And on the freeway, all you gotta do is go straight. Pretty easy, right? Now we're gonna see if I could excuse me, if I could show you some little winding roads here. Now, howbeit on the freeway you have a higher fatality rate. So in other words, you have a lower chance of crashing, but a higher fatality rate. You get it? So what we're going to do is I'm downshifting. Notice, clutch in, kick down, clutch in, kick down. You always have to put the clutch in and then kick down. Clutch in, kick up. See how you do that? And they're all getting back on the freeway, so clutch in, kick up. Clutch in, kick up. This bike has 6 gears. I'm already in 6, see? We're going about 50. Now as you're coming up to a light, notice I'll kind of coast. I haven't shifted yet. Now I've clutched in, kicked down to 5th, and I'm slowly braking with the front brake and the rear brake. Clutch in. Notice I'm keeping the clutch in. I keep kicking down. I'm all the way to 1st. Have not put my foot down, and now I start moving. I'm in 2nd. Watch. Clutch in, kick up to 3rd. Clutch in, kick up to 4th. So watch my foot if you can see it. Clutch in, kick up down there, and now you release the clutch, and I'm in 5th. So you guys get it? For those of you that are new, clutch in, you hold it in, and then you kick to the gear you want, and then you let out. Clutch in again, you kick to the gear you want, and you let out. Now we're going to talk about downshifting. As a good rule of thumb, you don't want to downshift until you're around 3,000 RPMs or lower. You don't want to be downshifting when you're going really fast because, you know, it's a lot of strain on the motor. So notice I'm in 6th gear. I'm at 5,000 RPMs. Downshift. Hold on. Let's go left here, I guess. No, wait a minute. We'll go straight. Hold on. Kick up 2nd, kick up 3rd, kick up 4th. Now I gotta tell you something. My nose itch there. I want to tell you something. This bike operates differently than other bikes. This bike you can't just really downshift when the engine's revving high, because this is a high revving bike. It likes to be ridden, you know, above 8 grand. It was designed for that. It's a screamer of a bike. Now we're also going to show you some counter steering. Well, counter steering is, I like to call it more like counter pressure. When you pull back towards me with this handle, watch how it goes to the left. See how it does that? Now when I pull back towards me with this handle, it's going to go to the right, of course. So notice we're counter steering. That's why they call it counter steering. I pull back here and it goes to the right. Even though when you really think about it, when I'm pulling back, I'm turning left. That's why they call it counter steering. By applying pressure to the opposite way you want to go, look at this dude here, you can shift directions on the bike, leaning. So now I'm shifting down the fourth, third, clutch in, I'm in neutral. In other words, by if I want to lean to the right, I'll pull back here and it leans the bike to the right. If I want to lean to the left, I'll pull towards me here and it leans it to the left. This only works when you're going like over 20, 30, 40 miles per hour. Like if I'm going real slow here, you'll notice I'm just turning regular. But we're coming up to some high-speed, kind of gradual twisting mountain area. And I'm going to show you counter steering. And guys, don't be scared of counter steering. It basically will come to you naturally. You don't have to even kind of pay attention to this part. You'll notice it. It'll come to you naturally. Now, if you want to practice your counter steering before you do it, remember, I'm going to pull back towards me. Watch how the bike is going to go to the right. See how it does that? You don't want to be doing this if there's a cop behind you who's going to think you're drunk. So I'm all the way up to 6th. And watch, I'm going to pull back towards me this way. And see how it's, wait a minute, let me do it again. See how it's leaning, going over into that lane. Almost like a skateboard. See that bird that just flew by? We almost ran over. So here we go. We have some, kind of going faster here, so I gotta yell practically. So we have some winding turns coming up here. So what are we going to do here? Remember, I'm going to pull back here on the right and watch that yellow line here. See how it does that? Just slight pressure. Whoa, big pothole right there. Now here, I'm a little high speed, so we're going to apply pressure, pulling back right here. See how we're leaning? Now we got another corner. Look at the sign here on the right. So what are we going to do? We're going to pull back on this handle, right? And it's going to lean to the right. Don't be scared of it. You know, just do it. You'll see how it does it? And you just pull the slight pressure all the way through. Motorcycle riders love that sign. Now, what gear am I in? You curious? I'm in 6th. On the Ninja, I'm going about 48, and I can't see the tack. It's about 7 grand. I'm just kind of coasting. But most of you guys, when you're starting off, you're going to learn about counter steering, and a lot of people, I tell a lot of people about counter steering and it freaks them out. Well, I don't want to try that when I'm going around a corner. You're naturally going to do it. But just remember what I said, and if you want to try counter steering even while you're going straight, do that. And as I do it, the guy in front of me is going to think I want to pass him. But watch. See how we're leaning side to side and we're curving back and forth? Actually, I do want to pass this guy. Very windy going through these canyons here. Now we have a slotted line here, so I could try passing. Let's try it. Oh, nice guy. Thanks, brother. Peace. Of course, all the curves are gone now. Okay, we got one more up here. So you guys get the idea on shifting. Clutch in, and then you kick to the gear. Now, a lot of people say, well, can't you just skip gears? It's not a good habit to get into, because sometimes you'll be skipping through gears and then the light will change on you and you're in the wrong dang gear. And then you try to go with the bike. Forgot to wave to that guy. I didn't see him. Okay, downshifting, watch. Clutch in, 5th gear. Still braking, clutch in, 4th gear. Notice I let the clutch out. Clutch in, 3rd gear, clutch in, 2nd gear, click down slightly neutral. See how we did that? Okay, so now let's take you over here and we're going to show you how to take corners. I know you guys want to pick it up a bit, so let's do that. Now, so look at 50-mile-per-hour corner, right? And we're going 50. So we're going to pull back here just slightly and watch how it leans there. See if I can show you. See how we're doing that? Now on this bike, on the Ninja, you will love the handling. I have a 600 myself. It's a much heavier bike, and it doesn't handle as well as this one, but it has more power. That train is moving. If you guys are wondering what's going on, why are we standing still? No, the train's moving along with it. Okay, so stop sign coming up, we're going to downshift. If you guys get taking off from first gear and stopping, you're good to go. That's the main thing. So he's honking his little, blowing the horn or whatever. Fifth gear, fourth gear, neutral. Okay, now we're neutral. Kick down to first, slowly let the clutch out, give it some throttle. Once you got going, it's easy. We're in second, clutch in third. Now we're going to kind of go through the shifting a little faster. Clutch in fourth. Got to catch up with the train. Clutch in fifth. Clutch in sixth. You know, my grandpa was on a train in a tornado, and he was on the news that the tornado lifted the train off the track. Now we got a 35-mile-per-hour corner. We're going 50. So watch, counter steering. See how we do that? A lot of fun. That's why the motorcycle riders love the twisty. Another corner coming up. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Hey, don't forget to click below this video and visit the website there. They have lots of free games, software, things to speed up your computer, chat rooms, all types of stuff. Radio show. Look what we got here. Notice how they're doing the low downside wave. I just wanted you to see how that I was waving to them, so they do it. A lot of motorcycle riders like these roads. Okay, sixth gear, downshifting, clutch in, fifth gear. Still in fifth, so you can do that on the Ninja. Clutch in, fourth gear. More practice, please stop. Clutch in third, second, watch, neutral. See the neutral light? I just clicked it off. Here we go. Slowly let the clutch out. Once it's out, clutch in second. Clutch in third. Now remember, when I'm clutching, I'm kicking up. Clutch in, kick up fourth. You got this, guys, and get out there on even a road like this and go for it. That's how you learn. And I gotta tell you something. I notice everyone that says, oh, motorcycles are dangerous, they don't ride motorcycles. 4 wheels move your body. 2 wheels moves your soul. There's a difference between just existing in life and living. And I do think everyone should get a motorcycle. I love the freedom that it has. I love the open environment. It makes going from point A to point Z much more fun, much more fast, much more economical. I also would suggest go to Walmart for Harbor Freight. Harbor, H-A-R-B-O-R, and then freight, like freight train, and get those sponge earplugs. Make sure you wear them, because you could have that ringing in your ear. You could damage your hearing. Maybe not now, but later on in life. I know a lot of guys that used to ride Harleys, and later on in life they're like, they got that ringing in their ears wherever they go. once you're, up to speed, there's nothing really to tell you about that. It's just always be aware of potholes. The video's about to end, so I'm going to give you guys my 2 cents. There's a motorcycle course called MSF, like Mary Sam Frank. I strongly suggest you guys go to that. I went to that, and they teach you how to ride, not on the streets or anything, but basically in the parking lot. They teach you the shifting and all that. As I hop over those railroad tracks, I got airborne. Weird to see railroad tracks on a corner. Now, can you learn how to ride just by watching videos? Yeah. If you see a little helmet icon right here on the video, click it, and that'll take you to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And this one really is a sharp corner right there. That'll take you to our channel, and you can watch some more videos on how to ride a motorcycle. Now, I'm in 6th gear. I want to show you how I corner. I always kind of go left, outside, inside. You always try to straighten the line as you're going. So let's say I got a corner going to the left. It's easier, obviously, if you go from here and then you cut to the left. Now we got a 25 mile/hour corner. I want to show you something. You can actually stay in 6 on this motorcycle. That's how low it lets you go. Notice I'm still in 6 as we take the corner. I did not brake. Of course, I'm not going fast, but on most motorcycles you cannot stay in 6. Now we have a 15 mile/hour corner here. Let's see if it lets you stay in 6th gear. And this is why this is such a wonderful bike to start on. Look how forgiving it is. I'm going to stay in 6th, outside, inside, not braking, of course. Look how slow it lets you go. It's just phenomenal. And I'm at 6, and it's at $4,000 on the tag. So it's not all bogged down. It's a great bike to learn on. Another corner coming up here. Now, are we using counter steering on these corners? Yeah, actually we are. Look, pulling back on the right here. And there you go. So thanks for watching the video, you guys. I'm going to turn around here. There's like this little stake place where all the motorcycle riders go here. I'm going to go into this parking lot, if I don't crash, and turn around, and then we'll go back. So Taylor's Bar and Grill is known for having a lot. Whoa, motorcycle riders! Here, I got off the dirt. Ooh. Second gear, 3rd gear, 4th gear, and so if you're just wanting to start riding, I do suggest the Ninja 250. You can't be, I just want to say, you can't be overweight or a super like 7 foot tall. I mean, I guess you could be 7 foot tall if you're not overweight. But if you're 6 foot tall or more, okay, let's downshift to 5th. I was going too fast here. Slightly braking, here we go. Giving it some throttle. Okay, we're going to go up to 6th. What's it say? 25 miles per hour. I'm going to let you see the speedometer, 40. Oh, another thing, if you're new, try to go around the corners where you don't have to brake. You can't brake going around the corners when you're new. It's not recommended. So make sure you are always going the speed where you can control it. I know this is common sense, but you'll be surprised how that's how many people crash, is they're approaching a corner too fast. In my experience, they do label the corners pretty safe, though. They always seem to label it a little higher than, I mean, obviously you can be going, what I'm going, 45 around these corners. I don't know how accurate. We did a U-turn and that train just popped up there. So watch this. 5th gear, not braking. 4th gear, see how you can also use it as a brake. Not good to do that unless you're going kind of slow. Clutch in 3rd gear. Now watch 2nd gear. Now watch the neutral light. Clutch in slightly tap down. See how we're in neutral. And that is how you ride a motorcycle. Don't forget to click subscribe. I love you guys. Ride like the wind. My cell phone's ringing. I gotta answer it.